Hi, Ashura Star Goddess, I'm back. Okay, so I wanted to talk more about darkness, dark energy, dark matter, because a lot of things are taken the wrong way. So, and it's our choice whether to take them the right way or the wrong way, or just a way that is not conducive to the betterment of ourselves. So, for instance, there's a saying, what's done in the dark will eventually come to the light. Now, people will take this the wrong way. They will say, oh my God, they're doing things in private, they're doing things in secret, it's going to come out, people are going to find out, and they're going to be exposed, and this, and that. Well, yeah, that's one negative way of looking at something, and one way of frightening people into not being able to express themselves the way they feel that they should be able to. It also scares people into not, doing what they want to do. I take that saying, what's done in the dark will eventually come to the light, as manifesting. Okay, when you manifest, when you create, when you close your eyes, when you visualize what you want to happen, that's in darkness. And it will eventually come to the light because you manifested it. The light is this physical world, this reality. So yes, when you take things the wrong way, that's the way your life's gonna spin. So y'all need to start looking at certain things in a totally different perspective, because the way this place is set up, it's for you to fail. And it's set up for you not to reach your full potential. It's set up that way because if everyone could reach their full potential as a conscious, powerful, creative being, creator being, then, the whole system would fail. The status would fail. The amount of money and class and race and gender would fail. It would collapse, and we would no longer live in a world of duality, because we would basically be able to create any type of world we chose to create. So with that being known, that knowledge is kept hidden. You're kept in the, I don't want to say the dark, but you're kept in a place of ignorance. And they're feeding, and when I say they, I mean people, society, secret societies and all that kind of stuff are keeping knowledge like this taboo, and they give you religion instead so that you can feel a little bit fulfilled, not ask any questions, and feel like you're on the right path or some sort of right spiritual path to higher thinking or higher consciousness. But there is a limit on religion. So once you reach that limit in your religion and you can't go any further, you're not learning anymore, you feel stuck, then that's when you start to explore other things. And people will get upset with you and say, oh, you're gonna go to hell, repent, Jesus this, this, that, and whatever. I have something to say about that. Like, if your religion tells you not to ask questions, then your religion is hiding something from you, okay? So just think about that. If anybody tells you not to learn, not to read, not to do this, not to do that, a red flag should go up. And you should be smart enough, if you're not already super brainwashed, you should be smart enough to say, you know what, why? Why don't they want me to read this? What is in here that I'm not supposed to know about? What is in this book, or what is in this spirituality that's so bad for me? And if it's so bad for me, why does it exist? Why is it allowed to be on the planet? And why do other people read it? And, nothing seems to happen to them bad. I'm going to read it now. So when you get to that point and you are ready to explore, deeper hidden knowledge, then that's good for you. Now you're coming out of the darkness, which is the darkness of the religion that you're in. And when you come out of the darkness from the religion and you come into consciousness of, you know, occult science, knowledge, da 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 da, it's going to show you what darkness truly is. Okay, it's a place where things are created, a place where it's a place, it's an object, it's a matter, it's an energy, it is the all. It's like creator energy, you know, the source. Everything comes from darkness. If you go back all the way to the Big Bang, it came from darkness. So a lot of musicians that are in the entertainment industry, they create in darkness. They go to the studio at night. They do a lot of stuff at night because that creator energy, that darkness, fuels their creativity. I know, you know, y'all know I love Michael Jackson, okay? So there's an excerpt on one of his albums, I think it's Off the Wall, and he and Berry Gordy go into how they created some of the music. And the way he created a song called Wanna Be Starting Something, he was in a dark closet and he was just sitting there, and he got his brothers and sisters to help him with some of the instrumental, like hitting a bottle with a stick, you know, playing a shaker, and he just sat in the darkness and created this in his mind, like all the levels and all the instrument sounds that he wanted to build his sound. Well, and there was another article that his dad actually did an interview, and I think it was Time magazine, and he said that he would walk in and Michael would be in the total darkness, just talking, manifesting, or, you know, conversating and just putting it out there. And he didn't know what he was doing at the time. Like, Michael's father had no idea what he was doing. If he did, he did. If he didn't say in the interview, but I'm pretty sure he did. But they would, you know, he would kind of give little clues on how Michael created without giving everything away. But most artists become extra creative at night. They get like, they're like up all night doing stuff, and that's where the witching hour thing comes in. That's like 3 o'clock in the morning. That's like the true midnight. That's where, you know, everything is like full of energy. People do rituals. People get super creative ideas. People, you know, their dreams are intense. If you're sleeping or if you're awake, a lot of people wake up at 3 o'clock a.m., look at their clock and say, why did I wake up at this time? It's really the most creative time you could actually work. So if you're like an artist type, if you're looking for new ideas, stay up at night or wake up at night. Sleep during the day, wake up at night. Like on the weekend, if you have a job and you can't do it, or on your day off or whatever, and you can't do it in the daytime, find a place, find a time where you can actually sleep during the day and get up at night and see the difference. You know, I know during the summer I stay up all night in the summer because my kids don't have school. So now that school's getting ready to start back, I have to readjust our schedules. So yeah, but you know, you make it work for you. Also, you know, you can wake up really early in the morning before the sun rises, and you can kind of use that dark energy as well to manifest your day and all that kind of good stuff. But yeah, don't let negative sayings that you think are negative, like whatever is done in the darkness will eventually come to the light, and make you afraid. You know, just turn it around, you know. Turn it around and make it work for you. That's what alchemists do. They take something negative and they create something valuable, like gold. They take lead and turn it into gold. So if you come across, if someone tells you, oh, what you're doing in the dark is gonna come to light eventually, you know, as trying to make you feel bad about yourself, so good, I hope so, because I sure do manifest in the dark a lot, and I hope that all my manifestations, actually I don't hope, I know they're gonna come to the light, to this world. So yes, thank you for saying that, you know. So that's what I like to do. I like to flip the script and make it work for me. Because if you don't make something work for you, then you're going to be working for that, you know. It's like, why do people feel like they have the right to tell you about your path and if you're going to hell or not? That's so funny to me. Don't let people deter you from your spiritual path, no matter what. Because if that's your path to be on and you were led to it for a certain reason, you weren't led to it to be scared away from it. That's if you're led to something only to be frightened away, that means you're just not ready for it yet. If people have more power over you than you have over yourself, you're not ready for any type of spiritual path. You're just ready. So yes, I was cut off. I had too much on my memory. But anyway, yes, so take it and turn it into something good for yourself. Don't let people run your life, because they should not have that much power over you. You're supposed to be in control of your own destiny. And if you are intimidated by other people telling you this, this, and that, and letting them intimidate you, you're not ready for the path, okay? And when I say the path, I mean any spiritual path that takes bravery to walk down, and that takes commitment, and that takes a true yearning for knowledge, okay? I know a lot of people are put together with people who don't believe in the same things, and a lot of people are intimidated by losing the relationship with this person, or disappointing this person, or not living up to this person's standards. So you kind of have to think about it, you know. Is it really worth being in a relationship that you can't grow and be an individual? Is it really worth being in something like that? Or would you rather explore your spirituality, your path, what makes you happy, what makes you feel whole, what makes you do what you want to do? Because anyone who doesn't let you go your own spiritual path is controlling. So you don't really want to be around those kind of people anyway. And if you don't have a choice, you know, there are ways to explore your spirituality without, you know, wearing the t-shirt and, you know, stuff like that. You know, you can read books, you can, you know, write in your journal, you can do all of that, but still don't be deterred from it. Don't feel guilty about it, because that is the trick of this world. The trick of this world is to keep you from the truth as long as they can. Because if you knew the truth, you would no longer be enslaved to certain thinking. And when you're no longer enslaved to certain thinking, you are now on a level where anything is possible and anything can be yours for the taking, okay? That's why they don't want you to know it. Because if you knew it, then, you know, then they don't have the power anymore. You know, they can't oppress the masses anymore, because the masses would not, you know, not go along with it. So as long as religion is put in place, as long as political systems are put in place, there will be levels of consciousness, levels of separation, levels of duality. And that's the world we live in. You have to accept that. But if you know how to get around it with knowledge, with spiritual alchemy, then you're good to go, you know. Some of us are not here to change the entire world. You know, we're not here to change the world and how it thinks and make everything perfect, because that's not this earth. This earth is not meant to be perfect, okay? It's meant to be a place of testing. It's a school. So we can't change it. That would be like me going into a college saying, okay, this college sucks. It's too hard. All the tests are too hard. Let me just make it so that everyone just makes straight A's without having to do any other work. You know, then what's the point of going to school? You know, what's the point of getting a degree or, you know, showing up every day? There's no point. So of course, this world will never be perfect. Never, ever, ever, ever. So all those people who are hoping to fix this world, you can't, because it's not meant to be fixed, okay? It's meant to be lived in, learned in, and if you can change it in minute little ways with your creations, then you're not changing the world, you're creating the world. Okay, there's a difference. Okay, in order to change something, that means, you know, you have to undo or erase or you know, do something that, you know, destroys something else to do this. But to create a new world, or a little bit or a little piece of this world, you know, it's different. You know, I don't want to change everything, because if I change something, then this would change and that would change and this would change and that would change, and then who knows what I've done, you know? So I want to create the world that I live. And that's how you create in the dark. You create through visualization in the darkness, the world, or your personal world, or your surrounding world of your friends and family that you want. You know, a lot of people will manifest and they'll say, well, I want this, this, and that, as long as it doesn't harm anyone to get it. Okay, well, the thing is, you know, people are harmed every day. People are harmed every day. People get in accidents every day. You know, when someone needs a heart transplant, someone has to die. You know, so when you try to think too good and too perfect and too this and too that, it's never really going to be true, because in order for you to gain something, someone has to give it away. Okay, that's just it. In order for me to earn money, someone has to pay me and take money out of their pocket. Okay, that's just how it is. So when I manifest, I say, you know what, I want this. This is coming to me. May it harm none of my friends and family. Okay, because let's keep it real. Like, I don't know people that live 2,000 miles away, and nor am I concerned, you know, with them. And, you know, if their action causes a reaction, and that reaction is negative towards themselves, but it's positive towards my goal, then who am I to argue with that? That's not anything that I can control. So, but if I manifest it, let me get what I want but harm none, well, then I'm going to be waiting for a long, long, long time. And when I get it, I'm not even going to want it anymore. I'm going to forget that I even manifested it. So you have, when you manifest stuff in darkness, when you visually create something in darkness, you got to realize that it's not going to be all like perfect. You know, it's going to come to you when it comes to you. And the more you put up against it, as far as, you know, specifics, the slower it's going to come. So you got to remember that. Also, you know, you can't always think about the problems that will come along with it. You can't say, oh, well, if I do this, then that. If you want something, manifest it, you know. Manifest it to your own liking. Like, I want this, this, and that. I don't want it to harm any of my family. I want it fast, and I want it to benefit me in the long run, and I don't want any repercussions from it. That's it. You know, you're not overly concerned with people you don't know who don't care about you anyway. You're not overly concerned with it. You're focused on your intent, what you need right then and now. Okay. So, you know, a lot of people suffer from suffering. You know, a lot of people like to suffer, and they like to wait. They like to be humble. They like to kneel. They like to bow down, to feel like, and the reason they do that is wrong, because they only do it because they think they're going to gain something. They don't do it out of true humbleness. You know, the only reason I would ever be humble to anybody would be because I felt like they sacrificed something for me. You know, I'm humble to an elder. I'm humble to someone who is a mentor. I'm not humble because I think I'm going to get something in return. I'm not humble because it's more attractive to this person or that person. I'm not humble because I'm putting on an act to get, you know, certain reactions. No, because being humble, being too good, being this and that turns people away. because it's not real. It's fake. People see right through that, you know. They see right through it. You ever seen a pop star who was too squeaky clean, and when they start to grow up, you know, people kind of throw them under the bus. It's like, oh my God, so cheesy, so this, so that. And so they started to get like an edge to them, started being bad, you know, like Miley Cyrus, you know, because too good is, it's not good. You know, they spit it out. It's too sweet. No, I don't want it anymore. So it's fake. It's not real. It's phony. It's like, ugh. So you have to have that balance. You have to have some negative, some positive. You have to be a little selfish in this world. You can't wish everybody the best and hope you get what you want in the meantime. It doesn't work like that. You know, I wish it did. That's what I'm going to say. I wish it did. I wish everyone could be happy and have whatever they want, but not everyone thinks the same. Not everyone shares the same perspective. Not everyone is going to sacrifice something for somebody else. No, it's just not going to happen that way. So don't be afraid of your path. Don't be afraid of manifesting with darkness. Don't be afraid of sayings. Don't be afraid of people's threats. Do your thing. That's what you're here for. You're not here. You weren't born to live for that person. No. You were born to walk your own path, to have your own journey, to have your own spiritual experiences. You weren't born to be under someone else's control. Okay? And if you were born for that reason, and you like to be controlled, and you like to live like that, then more power to you. But that's kind of an oxymoron because you have no power. So what I'm saying is, get your mind right. Before you walk a path, know what it's about. You know, be able to not care what that next person thinks. Because if you are living life for someone else, you will never be happy, ever. Okay? So thank y'all for watching. If y'all have any questions, put them in the comments and I'll try to answer them. And thumbs up if you like this video. I know I kind of went all over the place on this video. But yeah, if there's a specific topic about dark energy, dark matter, manifesting with darkness, or dark energy work that you want me to address in a video topic, please put in the comments, because I don't know what y'all want to know, because I don't know what you already know and what you don't know. So put it in the comments and I will try to cover how to use darkness, dark energy, dark matter, and whatever you come up with. Okay? So thanks for watching. Bye-bye.